I started to play with it and start getting shots, it just made it so much funner. And it makes it have such a different experience. Newness, of course, at the time to it, where it was just like, I have to have this for my wedding. Man, let's get right into it. I want to talk about this tool that will take your wedding films to a whole new level. The DJI RS2. It is a perfect asset for just capturing those magical moments during big days. No question about it. I do not go a day without taking my RS2 to any of my weddings. I always take it with me. I really don't do handheld. I have thought about dabbling into handheld, but man, my go-to is my gimbal, man. I just love it. In this video, we're gonna talk about why the RS2 is such a valuable asset to weddings and how it just elevated my video production company in general. And speaking of weddings, weddings are just beautiful moments that deserve to be captured in the best possible way. As a wedding videographer, you know that achieving smooth movements and steady shots is crucial. That's where the RS2 comes in. It is designed not only for just commercial work and just video work in general, and it allows you to capture every single moment seamlessly. Like, I definitely use this all the time on all my wedding films. I really don't go handheld. Just speaking of the handheld is not a bad thing. I'm not saying that handheld, you should never go handheld. Handheld footage is, I believe, can be just as good as using a gimbal, because I've seen a lot of wedding films where they use handheld movements and it just creates a whole different story with their film. So definitely not knocking handheld at all, but me personally, I definitely love how the gimbals gives you that certain professional look as well too. And so it makes the job easier too on your arms and just overall shots, because you can go from different high angles and low angles and make sure it's just smooth. So that's just my personal opinion. Talking about the design, the RS2 design ensures that you can comfortably hold it for a long period of time, because it's very, very lightweight, and it helps you focus on capturing those precious moments without fatigue. And I love the fact that they made it lightweight compared to its older brother. It is definitely way lighter than the Ronin S. The RS2 is got this carbon fiber to it, and I want to say it's a little bit more durable. And they got different features on this gimbal where it just makes it so much easier for a videographer just to not stress over. Because my old gimbal, when I had it, man, it just, I couldn't lock the motors in place like I could with this one. I couldn't fold it. It had to be all in one. The battery was a hassle on the Ronin S to me, because you have to literally make sure the battery is hooked up to the motor system so you can able to charge it. I hated that. But the RS2, you can plug the battery alone without the body itself, so that's such a plus. That's one of the biggest reasons why I purchased it, because not only because I knew it was lightweight and more durable, how it operates as well. So what sets the RS2 apart from other gimbals on the market is, of course, the advanced stabilization system. The weight payload on the RS2 is 10 pounds. You can see here, I got it kind of rigged up. I have my Sony a7S III on there, alongside with the Tamron 28-75 2.8, along with the focus motor. You can kind of say just basic of just a wedding videographer setup. If they don't have a monitor or whatnot, this is most likely what they're gonna show up, or most likely what you're gonna show up with. You know, it's simple as that. It's lightweight. I'm telling you, it's very lightweight. And the cameras that I use is two cameras. I use the Sony FX30 and the Sony a7S III. Gimbal don't struggle with those cameras at all, of course, because they're not really heavy compared to, like, you know, your FX6. But those are the cameras I normally use with this gimbal. And I want to talk about one of its best things. It has long battery life. We all know as wedding videographers, we need battery life for sure, because we be sitting there or we be working practically all day, from either 9 to 10 hours, 12 hours sometimes. The battery life for it runs but 12 hours on runtime. You can capture every moment of the wedding day without worrying about the battery dying on you. I personally have to switch probably once every wedding, if I have like a full day wedding, of course. Some days I can get away where just one battery, but if I've been shooting all day and we constantly going, most likely I have to end up switching towards the end, but it'll be like really right at the end. I'm pretty good at making my gimbal go to sleep or turn it off when I'm not finna use it for like a short period of time. Other than that, I just made sure I bought me a second battery just in case, because you never know what can happen on a wedding day. So I definitely recommend to get a second battery just in case, for your safety and just overall, you know, better production. Definitely recommend getting the battery. I've been using the RS2 about 2 years now, and since I opened it up for the box, I've been in love with it. I had a friend that had it, and I was second shooting for him. He let me use his RS2 at the time, and man, when I started to play with it and started getting shots, it just made it so much funner, and the shots was just smoother. It's just amazing how they can update their system, and it makes it have such a different experience from the Ronin S. It blew me away at that time. It just has this sense of newness, of course, at the time to it, where it was just like, I have to have this for my weddings. Like, I have to have it. And now I use it not just for weddings, I use it for all of my work. So when I go on to my commercial work, it does a flawless job. It's lightweight, it's way more portable than my Ronin S. So to sum it up, the RS2, what can we say, it is a valuable piece to wedding videography. It just has a great stabilization system, and the design, of course, like the brand new design shocked everybody how it looks. Everybody, I believe so, loved the look, because, you know, it came with this new screen. It came with a screen, the new joystick, the new scroll wheel. Like, it came up with all this new stuff, and it just made it more futuristic. You know, I'm a type of guy that love the futuristic gear, and once you may have it that look, it definitely catches my eyes. And I know probably most filmmakers or just videographers, when they see that nice piece of gear that just had that futuristic look, they kind of want it. And, you know, I'm guilty of that for sure. But, and also, not to mention the battery. The battery is just way longer than the Ronin S. It definitely was a plus on that, because I only had one battery with the Ronin S. It lasted a long time, but it was, of course, much heavier and more of a hassle to charge it. And those new features makes this gimbal stands out. And even the balancing system, where you can lock the motors. When you lock the motors, you can balance each segment of the motor. So like, if I want to just do the tilted, I just lock the pan and the roll, and I can go straight to the tilt. And then when I'm done with the tilt, lock the tilt, go to the roll. See, I'm working with it, lock it. When I'm done with that, go to the pan. And so it's the easier and more efficient way to balance your gimbal on quick situations. On a lot of my run and gun shoots in the past, I had to do a lot of balancing, and it was very hard to do it with the Ronin S. It made me a lot better at balancing, because I had to do it quick in a hurry. So I don't regret that, because now when I go through this one, it's just a breeze. It's no problem, it's fast. Should you invest in the RS2? Depends on your budget, of course. Me personally, they have of course, we all know the RS3, and the RS3 is about 800 bucks just for, I believe, just the basic kit. And of course, they got the combo kit where it comes with all the focus motors and the different types of features, accessories that comes with it, probably around $1,000. But I seen for the RS2 right now, you get it at Adorama for just $650, or, you know, plus tax. Or on Amazon, it's about $750. So if you looking for a nice, simple, nothing too small, but just the right size gimbal, I would definitely go with the RS2, try to purchase it. Or if not, if you got the money, if you got the budget, I definitely will say go up to the RS3. Personally, love what I saw in the RS3. If you're in the market, this one is just a little bit cheaper, especially on Adorama. Amazon is still about $700, and plus they got smaller versions. This is not the smaller one, this is the bigger one. They got the RSC2. That is much cheaper. That's probably, I think it's gonna run you about 300 bucks, $350, but definitely do recommend getting you a gimbal if you don't have one, unless you're a handheld shooter. But if you have an older stabilizer and you're in the market and you're looking for one, take a look at the RS2. And of course, I'm going to have links in the description of this product. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this review very helpful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you won't miss an update. Like, you will not miss an update. Stay tuned for more reviews and keep filming. Stay creative. I'll see you when I see you.